Hey, fifth grade. So we're going to be starting your first clay project this year. Hopefully you received a bag of clay, so you should have a chunk of clay about yay big. And you want to have a flat surface to work on, and you should also have a wooden stick that came with your little kit. Now, what you will need to get at home before you start is some vinegar. I just put a little bit of vinegar into a cup. So you have a little vinegar. Otherwise, if you don't have vinegar, you can just mix up a little bit of clay and water and get it to almost like a milkshake consistency. You don't need very much, but that's going to act as your glue. It's called slip. So to get started, what you're going to need to do is take a chunk of clay, about this big, and we just want to make the base of your coil pot. So here's an example of a coil pot. A coil pot is built up layer by layer. We're going to start with the base and kind of work our way up. So we're going to make the bottom of your coil pot. So you're going to take your clay, just a small amount, and just kind of gently press it out. You probably want to flip it frequently so it doesn't get stuck to your table. Now, sometimes it helps to stand up. It's a little more pressure. Now you want to try to get it about the same thickness. So you can see it's about pinky thickness. If you have it too thick, it can possibly crack or explode in the kiln if it's too thick. And if you have your base too thin, it can not have enough strength and it might just crack and break. Anyway, now once you have a base that's big enough, you can carve the shape of your base. So I'm just going to take the stick and trim off any extra along the edge. Your edges are probably going to be kind of rough. And then when you take off the extra clay, and even though you're working on it at home, you still want to put your name on it. And then put your class. Since you're online, you're just going to have 5G Tula. I'm gonna flip it over, and I have a little piece of cardstock I'm just setting it on so that's easier to pick up. All right, now to make your coils, I'm just gonna set this aside for right now. We're gonna take a smaller amount of clay. I'm just gonna roll it a little bit in my hands to make a hot dog. Now after you have your coil rolling, you're going to use the palm of your hand and you're going to gently roll it. You're going to work the way from the edges out, from the center out rather. This thing is going to be in the way. I'll try to work it out. So it's eventually, as you press, it's going to work its way out to the edge. Just make sure you're using the palm of your hands, not your fingertips, so you don't get lines in it. So it's getting a little bit thin here. Now if it ends up breaking off, I might just take it off. That's okay. That's looking pretty good. Again, they want the thinness of your pinky, or a little bit thinner. If you have it too thick, it looks kind of clunky, and it's hard to do a nice design with it. So I have two little coils here. All right, the next thing you're going to do is to score your piece. So scoring with clay, it creates a little bit of almost like traction, so your pieces can lock together. You definitely want to do this with your base. So I'm going to take my needle tool or pencil or stick in this case and just kind of scratch it up a little bit, roughen it up. You don't want to go too crazy that you kind of damage. I'm just really lightly scratching a little bit on the edges. Okay, then you're going to take your vinegar or your liquid clay, whatever you happen to be using. I'm just going to use my fingertip, add a little bit along the edge. It's going to act like a glue. As clay dries, it shrinks and it pulls apart, so make sure you have it connected really well. Okay, then you're going to take your coil and gently press it onto the edges of your base. Now you can see it didn't quite have enough, so then I'm going to take my next coil and work my way up and put a little more vinegar on. I'm going to overlap my next coil. If I want my pot to get skinnier, I would bring it more towards the inside, and if I want my pot to get wider, kind of work your way out to the edge that way. I'm just going to keep mine going vertical. So I'm going to make a couple more coils. So a little bit less clay. Just going to get a hot dog first. And it kind of helps if you stand up. I'm just going to do a little bit off camera here, so a little more room. So I have a nice long coil here. If you have some parts that are kind of bad or kind of cracked, you can just cut it off. Now if your clay at home is getting a little bit dry, just put it into a bag and spray a little bit of water on it. You don't want to get it too wet, or it can get kind of soggy. All right, so I'll go to my next layer here and put my vinegar on. Now, normally in the art room I would blend up some clay in the blender, but this year, due to COVID, I am just using vinegar. So you can see right here I have a seam, so I want to make sure I do cover that up to keep my coil pot strong. Now my next piece I'm going to take and going to just make a coil, so you can roll into a coil shape or spiral. Might be a little bit thick here, so I'm just going to pinch that off. I'm just going to set that aside and make another. Alright, so I have a bunch of coils ready to go. I'm going to attach this coil here. So when you attach a coil, I'm going to put my vinegar on first. And there's nothing to hold this coil on right now, so I'm going to make sure our next coil will go over the top of it, so that way it will get locked in place. Now you can see that the coil is kind of locked in place. It's going to be a little bit stronger than having nothing on the top at all. Now you can experiment with different coiling techniques. I do have a page on your Google Classroom with different coiling techniques, whether you do a twist for your wall, or if you're using 3, you can braid it. I'll show you really quick in the camera how to braid. So you need 3 coils if you're going to braid. So if I'm going to braid, I'm going to take on the one side, go over the middle, always work toward the top, and then alternate to the other side. So kind of go right and left, but always go over the middle. This time it's the left side over the middle, then the right side over the middle. maybe opposite for you guys in your camera. I'll just cut off or pinch off the braid. So you can keep on building up your coil pot with whatever designs that you'd like to have. You want it about as high as your fingertips up. So that's about a height you'd want. You can make it larger with what the clay you may have. Unfortunately, if you run out of clay, that's all you get. So just keep on building it up, and then when you are finished, you want to let it slowly dry out. So maybe slightly cover it with the bag, leave it open, and then we're going to bring it to school. Or you can keep it in the bag and I will open it up out of the bag and dry it out completely. Be really careful though, once it's completely dry, it is very, very fragile. So you do want to be careful when you are transporting your clay back to school so I can fire it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me on the Google Classroom or send me an email. Hope you guys have fun and happy creating.